works. So there's a lot riding on this. G2 could be heartbreakers early on in the Impact season.
It's a little rough, right? Flames have only played 2 games, and they could be denied right here, but just virtue of there only being 5 matchups. So if enough teams end up with certain wins, that's how it all works out. I don't know, guys. Look at the leaderboard. It all makes sense when you just look at the numbers. And we are jumping into Overpass. G2 on the T side. Are the picks the wrong way round? No. They've chosen to start the T side. All right, well, Speed, uulis gets 1. zAAz with 2 fast ones. Maybe that's why, but oh, wow, that's a bit of an answer from Ayaka. Holy moly. It's Ayaka. 3 big USP kills. The bomb delivered. Juliano got a lot of time to work with, I guess. So we'll see if she can do anything.
Potentially, but Ayaka has had a round. Open the door, that gives away audio. So that's the first piece of the puzzle for the Angels. Did they hear this, though? Not certain, just based on the positioning from Ayaka. Mio just on a jiggle, and no, the timing. Juliano looks the wrong way. Mio delivers the headshot. Angels win the pistol.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier, G2 had been the pistol queens of Anubis, but Angels, they're the ones that strike first here. Getting themselves up a pistol. No bomb plant, very few casualties. It means that we have Glocks. So not very exciting.
No. Not really.
Oh, okay. I see.
Potentially. This could be a good round for G2. However, you got to kind of clear all these angles, and that's where it gets a little bit difficult. Margot could take first contact here with Juliana, go around the corner. Shadow spotted, that's a freebie, and now they will start to converge. That's where Mio can step in, and it's nearly flawless, but Krezi does secure not quite the P250 conversion on towards Katherine, but instead, it's just the one casualty.
All right, that's all good. That's all good. G2 get all their AKs out. Everybody's happy. And end up with, yeah, a better buy than the CTs, who have 2 Famouses and MP9 in the mix of their bits and bobs. Katherine lacking util as well. So GG can do with the guns on out. Smoking the molly. Standard fare. One of the oldest maps in the pool is Overpass. At least in terms of like unchanged maps.
Yes.
So I don't doubt the G2 have a lot of familiarity with it. They're getting a lot of control here, Ellie, just walking out long, not having to take contact, but there is a fight about to take place. Katherine wins it on out, but Juliano gets that trade. Spacing was a little staggered, but she is able to find it. With this even situation, it's a little awkward for Margot. She has got a rotation up on the A side, but it has split the defense, and G2 make their way back towards B.
Yeah, looks like it's going to end over towards Monster. Juliano can't catch out Margot. That would have been a big fight to win. But that kill alone kind of signifies intent to the Angels. Well, look, there's 35 seconds left. We better stay on B because Juliano, it looked like she was going down connector.
Well-timed Sentry. Gonna slow things down. Just throwing all of her util out. Here's uulis. Tucked on him. This setup is going to be deadly, but they have to fight their way through it, and uulis cleans on up. All 3 falling in the pipe to her for mass. Gets herself an AK for her troubles, and Angels get themselves off to a 3-0 beginning.
Yeah, really nicely done. in that round, G2 just didn't put enough pressure over to the, I call them little primary zones on Overpass. Like, there wasn't really short control being established. There was some toilets pressure being applied, but there wasn't too much overall, which means the Angels were able to hold onto their utility. So when it is 30 seconds left, when G2 feel like, well, we need to go to the bomb site now, guys, it gets completely denied. It's really well done by the Angels, just keeping the extra grenades in their back pocket.
Yeah, they even, like, Gigi would split the defense too, so but unfortunately they get funneled on through. Katherine's newly purchased AWP gets a kill to the tally. Margot is uncertain where this is coming from, and they've managed to find themselves a timing and get shot up. Katherine's out of bullets, has to swap to the USP, and she's found one with it. But Kiosa does trade her out. So now there's an opportunity. Kiosa gets her hands on the AWP, but a good flashbang comes on over. The ace clutch required from the new gun for G2. AWP in hand. Knows where one of these players was at truck. There's two on the side at the moment. The quick scope doesn't connect, but she stays alive. Another opportunity. That HE, that's going to do it. Ayaka blows her out of the server.
Yeah, Angels are looking really comfortable on the CT side. I'm really enjoying watching them move. Whilst it does get a little bit dicey there, they're able to remain composed and they're able to swing together as a unit and then just have the supporting caster utility do the rest. Really nice stuff. Earns them a fourth round, a very deserved fourth round as well. Another investment and another AWP. And I think the roles might have swapped, Lucy, because Manka is AWPing yet again.
Okay, that's really interesting. Something I'd love to learn a bit more about. Katherine spots zAAz on the jiggle. Never really had to struggle for that one. Just held the angle. zAAz slowly jiggled away on out. No trade possible. Smoke's being deployed out towards the site. The lurk one thrown at the front of A, but that is Katherine in front of that anyway, and she's looking for another. Kiosa falls. Katherine being so dynamic in her positioning, taking these fights, showing that momentum from her AWPing on Anubis is carried on over.
It's a bit of a standoff, isn't it? Oh, but Manka wins it out. Katherine now feels a little bit under pressure, but I like the space that she's taking out long whilst there's a rotate coming up. But you got to be careful of Cressy just walking out short. Ayaka does deal with her. 2 versus 4. So much map control being gathered by the CT side. This one feels like it should always be a 5th.
Should be. Especially if Katherine can catch this timing. But with the AWP, she kind of has to go slow, scoped on in, so she can't chase Manka down. Has to creep on forward so slowly. Nero, though, is going to win out that fight to Juliano. So now Manka, no chance. That's Katherine activating on through 3 kills for her. And that's crazy that round pans out the way it does, because that timing that was caught from short right, that was the one hole in the defense for the CTs. It's exploited by Cressy, but Ayaka's able to adjust there. That's the one thing that would completely have failed that setup, and they're still able to recover from it being exploited.
Look at this buy coming out from G2. They have forced into it. It's going to be a quicker one towards B. Cressy lining up that smoke. Pretty sure that's for Heaven. Flashbang's going to rain over the top. Now the defense ready to be tested again. Uulis can't pull out her smoke. Goes with the contact, but it's actually Ayaka. Swaps to the Tech 9 with 1. Counter utility is in for the Angels. Look at the rotations. Neo with the immediate trades, but Juliano's finding everyone.
Huge double from Juliano. Now it's Katherine having to find 3. That's 1 on the tally. Juliano's up on close, but zAAz walking on through. No way she can find both of these. And no, Juliano is there, coming in clutch. Swings on out and gets G2 their first on the board.
So I've been doing some digging, like theory crafted. I love a good theory, Lucy. And I just had a look at some stats for the game that shall not be named, which Juliano was participating in.
Ooh.
And I thought, oh, maybe that she was using one of the characters that doesn't use the sniper. But the majority of her picks was that character. So now I'm really confused.
Yeah, you know, it's been a minute.
It's true.
And that's aggression through the pipeline. Uulis is flushed on out though. Krasi is able to take her down. I mean, Manka wasn't the primary AWPer on MVP.
No.
I'm gonna have to check back whether it was season 1 or season 2 that she played with that roster. It went through a lot of iterations.
It did.
To get to the what's doesn't even exist anymore now, right? It's Team Spirit, which is who we're looking at. But she wasn't the AWPer on that squad either. It was Pocha. Yeah, that was season 2. Alongside Fatal as well. You'll know from 9 Pandas.
Oh, feet for free. Ayaka finds zAAZ. That's perfect. And that means that the information's given over again. Anchor positioning here for the Angels. Mio slides under and towards water. Can't get involved in the fight, though. Good molly.
Yeah, smoke short is great as well. These 2 players here completely isolated. Mio wants to take initiative, and in fact, oh, she can't deny the plans. Katherine is able to trade out. Now she's jumped on through, looking for fights, and she finds one. Manka goes down. Katherine with the quick scope. It's got to be on Juliano once again. She spots out the first, but can't finish the job. And so Katherine will come on through with the defuse. But what an insane couple of shots.
Katherine is really feeling it on the server right now. She is jumping out. She is taking every single fight, and she feels like she's got the confidence to win them all. And guess what? She is about 99% of the time. Take a look at this. Well, maybe not that. I thought we were going to see the Katherine kills. There we go.
Yes, some fast shots. And this is that's after she got the first one onto Krasi from heaven.
Well, she's just laid back in her chair as well, just leaning back.
We got some very laid back offers here. You think about Juliano?
Yeah.
Literally laid back. Okay, Mio, also an AWPer, apparently had the spawn and strikes.
Yeah, Katherine's smiling about it as well. She's like, well done. Right, give.
All right,
thanks.
don't take my job from me.
Yeah.
Got 1 kill. I got 3 last round, remember? You don't get to hold this one just yet.
Angel's doing so well at prizing these openings, and then they're falling back. It wastes so much time off the clock for G2. But maybe there's potential here with short control being established, as well as Manka taking good inroads up towards long. That could be something to consider. Cressy has been spotted out by the jump peaks, and Katherine, oh, she's definitely spotted Manka now. Jump shot not connecting.
But it's information gained. Manka's ground she was taken. It's close to an end. Can't go any further down that road. Now they're going to be funneling back into the bathrooms. Margot is the one that's holding on this one. Manka looking for the angle, but Margot on a bit of an offie. zAAz was too, though. Gets one back. There's even trades. Katherine, again, under pressure. The only one on the side. A smoke comes over, blocking off her teammates' rotations. Katherine, the only one. She has to do it all. That flashbang is beautiful. And Mia actually forces her way through the smoke. Gets one. Katherine strikes. Krasi alone. Catches her off, though. With that bomb, he's able to bring it on through. 1v2 now. Both the CTs coming up from the same direction in short.
This is so hard. Krasi trying to piece this one together. She can potentially get the timing, no. But this adjustment is really good. But uulis just swings instantly, and it's wide. Krasi not expecting it. AWP can now be scooped up as well. And there's plenty of time for that defuse.
Gets a little scary there for a second. You think maybe there's an opportunity. Little dance. So she defuses the bomb. She's happy with that one. And you would be. 7 rounds now on the CT side. Lots to be smiling about here. AWP held on over for Katherine. And a great hold defensively from the CTs here, just in terms of their positioning. Manka tucked on in, gets that first kill. Yes, she's traded, but then Katherine's there. And I think, yeah, Mia just forced a fight out through Dumpster, even though she goes down 1 for 1. They do enough damage that G2 are playing with a disadvantage, so the retake, when it comes on through, that trade is there.
Sure. And doing a happy little dance with the Zeus, because actually in Counter-Strike 2 you can inspect the Zeus. I wonder what that means.
Oh yeah. You can inspect your feet as well.
Oh, you can. That's what I want. You get gloves. I want footwear.
Well, I say we should get nail polish, because there's a bunch of agents that just wear like flip-flops and sandals. Should be able to customize your toes.
Get Crocs.
Croc gaming.
Croc to strike.
With that opener over on B, they are going to be hitting off the back of it. 2 players still here. Good incendiary there in front of it, though. And Neo can't adjust. Ayaka not ready for Kiosa. Comes on through with 2 slammers. Knocks them on down, and they are ball out of this round. Margot and Katherine, no opportunity here. Money dwindling as well, despite the round lead. Did you two find another?
I think... Sorry.
Little update, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Keep a 7-3 over Team Spirit. Sorry, you can continue with your point.
I was just saying, like, I think G2 should learn a lot from this round and realize that Kiosa was performing so well against Angels on the defense. You should use it offensively. 2 kills there, gets the entries. It's really clear her mechanical ceiling is high, as she's feeling it on the server right now. Lead with Kiosa or let her go in second. The point being, she should spearhead the attack here. If they start playing around Kiosa, I think G2 can get a lot more rounds here in this first half.
I'm so impressed by Kiosa. It's so cool. I want to know where they prized her from. So much talent. And that's what you want when you've got a roster with so much experience on it. You want to bring in that kind of young prodigy that can, you know, be shaped, formed, led,
molded
by the experience. Molded. That's the word. That was the one. My dictionary I had it out in front of me. I was going through it. I'm always casting with a dictionary in front of me.
What about the thesaurus?
Oh yeah, that one too. Just lots of books. No maths inside though. Words? Gucci. Numbers? Oh hell no.
In actual fact, Angels, oh hell no, out of connector and start to take short control instead. Uulis pushing. And the buy isn't really ideal. You have got Katherine on the AWP though. That's the X factor. Cressy holding. Good kill. And I like the fallback immediately. Just making sure that she doesn't get kind of damaged. I saw it as a pistol as well. Wants to hold the long ranges. And it does work out. Double set up towards toilets though. It could become scary. But Kiosa does find one. Mio revealed low HP. And Kiosa should be able to trade this.
Yeah, I mean, the hope of this setup was to force them into the AWP, but it didn't quite work out with everybody just dying. Yeah, Mio got one, but that's it. And with both these players going down on the push, there was no further incentive to continue prizing at A, particularly once they lost that player. I kind of would have liked the second player to not continue pushing out from B, just so that you do keep that threat, plus you push that control, and G2 have to put a lot of work into retaking it, and so that is then going to incentivize them in going towards A, where you've got Katherine holding the AWP. But hey, it was always going to be a long shot of a round, and it goes a bit wide.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time, I really am enjoying the fact that Angels are feeling so comfortable to keep taking initiative, and they're going for these little mid-round aggressions, and it has been catching G2 off. However, this time it looks like they are learning from this. They're reacting a lot, and that's something that occurred almost on the CT side of Anubis. They were initially very reactive into what the Angels were doing, and they were learning on the fly.
All right, so this is the same round, but slightly worse for Angels.
Yeah, same but different.
Yeah, it's like they had enough struggles in the round before. They thought, why don't we do it a little bit more difficult? Mio's forced to get active here. It's interesting. Katherine's got the armor on a USP. I guess they're going to juggle. Yeah, okay, it's been handed over to her. Mio just had the peek. And look at this push. Oh, Margaret! Oh, Manco's ready for it. You can see she was kind of checking back every now and then. So now it's Katherine. This is it. The round hinges on this and what Katherine can do with it. One kill goes her way and she's able to fall on back. The AWP revealed. More that she has to do, though. Has to find basically all these frags. Will be enough of the distraction to set up the pistols to catch someone off guard.
Are they going to walk right by her? She's going to be so blindsided, but zAAz is going to potentially give another opportunity. Missed shot. That's the ult dropped and not recoverable either. Unless Mio flanks all the way around, has actually recovered an AK. She could be the fly in the ointment.
Oh, hey, that nade was not what they wanted. It almost team killed Manka. Can you imagine? Mio does get the AK of the player that went down long, so that is something. And she's close enough that she can actually have a little bit of a look here. Gets one kill. That one was delivered on the platter, but the rest are going to be a little bit more difficult, and Krasi ensures it is so. Gyosa, that's a difficult spray, but it does connect. So Ayaka, USP, you may as well try and do some more damage here. Get a third frag, and you'll be pretty happy with that. Don't let G2 start to build up on this T side. There it is. Nice shots, and her presence here continues to be a pain. Potential to even find another. Oh, no, they're going to be running on out. They know this round cannot be won. But Krasi comes back for good measure anyway. Why the heck not? 4 now for G2 as they're getting on a roll on this T side.
Yeah, they are building.
How was Angel's money still kind of weird?
Because they're going for like hero kind of like rifle-y plays.
Yeah,
And
okay.
take a look at the loss bonus as well. Where the AWP has been prioritized so heavily in some of these rounds, and where some of these rounds have been won out quite close fashion by the Angels, it's really put the money in a precarious spot, as you mentioned. Like, you can compromise here. You go for weaponry, but you don't bring forward too much utility, which I'd argue is quite essential. Bit of a shoulder jiggle. zAAz could be really caught off guard, but Katherine gets lost in the sauce a little bit, and Juliano will punish.
She ain't lost. Margot not able to get that kill. Ayaka found hers over towards B, but that's it. They now know where she is, and she's low, so she doesn't even want to try and relocate to A, which is where G2 got their running shoes on. Juliano might even find Ayaka here if she decides to continue poking and prodding. Well. After a fantastic start here for Angels on Overpass, it's now starting to look a little bit more spooky scary. You know, this was a 5-0 start out the gate for Angels. It was 7-1, in fact, at one stage. And now we find ourselves at 7-5. Mind you, is Angels' pick as well.
Yeah. Shivers down their spine. That'd be 5 for G2. And what I'd really like to see from the Angels now is, look, they've gone for mid-round aggression. They've now mixed in early round aggression in a couple of these rounds. I'd like to see them just play really passive, because the condition has now been set. G2 are expecting that there could be these pushes coming in on the extremities. I'd like to see just a heavily focused round, not on this one, obviously, but in the gun rounds, where they're relying a lot more on their crossfires and their protocols to when executes come in. Because those flashbangs that were thrown in, the one that really springs to the forefront of my mind is when G2 tried to execute over on B late a couple of times. One was held by the utility. Second one was the flashbangs raining in over the top. That really enabled Angels to remain anchored on the site. Their protocols are very good. They just need to kind of get to and allow themselves to be in that situation.
This boost setup was fun. I liked it. Okay, Ayaka might get no. And if you just hold it for a little bit longer. I guess the site's been taken. You don't really want to hold it too long. Oh, Manka gets a surprise. The ugly one. 3 faces on the other side, and they are there to take her down. There's plenty of incentive for Angels to give this a look in, but they are losing numbers fast, and in fact, it's dwindled completely. Ayaka can get out there with the AK. I think with that double boost setup there, where you've got the triple boost, looking into short, and then you've also got the boost in in Overpass. Yeah, that's the map we're on. Silly. In connector. They're both kind of looking in on the same position, and also G2 haven't been taking short like at all. So, you know, it was a long shot to find anything with it.
Finally, we get some sense of normality. The unfortunate thing for the Angels is that it occurs in the penultimate round of this first half. AWP for Katherine. Everyone is armed tooth and nail with utility and M4s. zAAz has even been able to hold on to an AK. This is the best buy that Angels have had in a while. And they better not waste it, because G2 are really gathering up steam.
So that same boost coming on through. In fact, it's a double boost on for the same positions, but for different boosts. Doesn't net anything because G2 aren't taking short early. Bit of damage done. G2 taking it easy here. All the way up the connector and Angel. Oh, okay. As the smoke fades, that's a kill going the way of the CTs. Uulis. Oh my god, Ayaka found one as well. That fight looked very difficult for the CTs, particularly Uulis up on top of the boost, but you can see 3 bodies all next to each other with a bomb right next to it.
Yeah, this gets very difficult for Krezi and Manka. Krezi just trying to potentially flex her muscles, and she will find Ayaka. Bomb can be scooped up as well. No one's in close proximity towards connector. Manka considering it. Mio could and does walk in. But the AWP can't take advantage of it. Krezi will find another, but uulis is there for the immediate follow-up. That was a nice designed round played by the Angels because they were hunting in little packs. You had the pairing over towards connector that then got flashed in by Mio up and over to deal with the party presence. And then you got the players that boost on short and they just stay tucked in the bomb site.
Yeah, and that was after they assembled the initial boosts as well, right? To peek in from connector, to peek in from short. So yeah, really, really nice stuff from Angels. Getting the 8th. Securing the half at the very least. And a little update on the half for Bigger Keeper versus Team Spirit. That one is 9-6 at the half with Bigger Keeper in the lead. Looking a little bit closer than the previous map. That one is on the older Anubis. So actually, maybe it's not closer because... actually... Yeah, so Bigger Keeper picked Anubis, but... Spirit opted to start the CT side. So they've actually done all right, I feel, getting 6 rounds on CT.
Yeah, I think 6 fills you with confidence because you know how T-sided that map can be. I think here, if you're Angels, you'd start to think, oh, well, 8 rounds, that's pretty good. Issue you've got is the fact that you were 7-1 up. Given the severity of an advantage you put yourself in, the fact that it's been recovered by G2 is almost kind of a detriment. It almost kind of puts a little bit of a blemish on what you've achieved so far here on the CT side. And pun of the day. Lucy, pun of the day. Why did the console gamer get a headache at, I thought that was the thing, no, at the art museum? That'd be a question mark.
Too many frames.
Get it? FPS.
That's the part of the day, everybody. It's a goodie.
I enjoyed there was also another pun before we went into Overpass.
Oh yeah, that was good. Sorry,
it was
go on.
like
Deliver it perfectly.
I can't remember what it was.
Say it line by line, exactly what it was. Go on.
You got a fear of bridges? Get over it. Get it? Because you get over you walk over bridges, you go over bridges, and then if you got a fear, you know what you got to do? You got to get over the fear. Lucy, did you get it?
You're overdoing it. The thing is, well, to be fair, Brandon, you should give 100% in everything you do. except when you're giving blood.
Yeah. Definitely don't give 100% of your blood. That would suck. Even
Unless
if
you're
you're
a
a vampire.
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
all right. Hey. Holy moly.
Didn't like that.
No, not a fan? Well, hopefully you don't have to put up with this talking to each other business for too much longer.
Is that a threat?
That is a threat indeed. We'll be back into the game very shortly. I think G2 are pretty happy with what they've secured already, right? I feel like even though Angels just got their 8th, they've already put up a pretty decent T side here. I think going onto the defense, what they showed us on Anubis feels pretty comfy for them.
Yeah, for sure. I think that this is starting to kind of, now that the dust has settled a little bit into this half, I really feel like G2 can take this series. I thought Angels at one point was just going to run away with it. I thought they were going to completely overwhelm on the CT side, but because that didn't really occur and G2 have really built themselves back in, I think that's too much of a stumbling block for Angels to try and potentially get over, given we've seen and we've got physical evidence that they are struggling to close out games anyway.
Yeah, as a reminder, this is our first game of the day here on the main stream. We've got W7M Esports taking on MIBR in South America. It's going to be Bardolph and Donna taking you through that one. An exciting duo, if ever there was one. And then for North America, CLG Red versus Byte. We have a little cat as their logo, which is really quite lovely. And it's Hedia and Tom on the late shift for that one. I say late shift because they're EU-based, which is pretty wild. Putting in the hours. Respect.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out the NA casters.
Oh, here's some tippity-tapping. Hopefully we'll be back very shortly. On the other, make sure you check out the community streams.
Yes.
There's some great folks out there that have been part of the community team for ESL Impact this season, covering a lot of those games. The Beekeeper Team Spirit one obviously taking place at the moment, which is very action-packed. And B4 versus LRV a little bit later on that one. I think that's a really exciting matchup. LRV bounced back last week, getting their first win. And then B4 have kind of put themselves in a position where they are the... I kind of rate them above Furia now that Furia's lost Olga, right? It feels like B4 should be in a good position to take on the mantle as the #1 team in South America. But maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself there, but that's my take on the matter.
Potentially. I think what's interesting is seeing the other pieces kind of unlock and now kind of try and fill the shoes of Olga, and the kill distributions have actually got a lot more even. But nevertheless, we can talk about that a little bit later, because right now we've got the final round of the first half to play. A reminder, this was 7-1 to Angels. Now it's 8-6, and zAAz is taking heads.
Oh my god, how does Katherine get away there? Ayaka trying to alleviate some pressure as well. Oh my god, the pace is catching everybody off guard. Mio does get one back, but there's Juliano striking, and zAAz is on a mission, and she is running down those stairs, chasing her opponents to their doom. Ayaka and uulis now left in a 2-on-4. They have to go for. Juliano is already in your spawn, in the back lines, and okay, uulis is ready for it. Ayaka's also got a nice tasty angle here with a little bit of a gap in it. She's looking to get up on close to it. Manga's here with the bomb, and she is completely alone. zAAz walking up long. Molotov comes on over. This 2v3, they're in the perfect position to pull this one off. Oh, the timing. Ayaka doesn't spot zAAz because she's preparing utility, but now she knows it's coming. It's coming on through. Ayaka swings on out. zAAz falls on through. A 2v2 now. The rotation coming on through. They know exactly where this player is out towards long. Manka even spotting the shadow, edging on forward, but misses the shot. Ayaka somehow gets both. They line up. And that's now 9 on the board for Angels as the half switches.
up at the sky, and I look for a familiar face. I try to find my way back home. Could have sworn it was real, but with time started doubting myself. I play it on repeat, I would do anything just to turn back time. Memories are faded in the sun. I just wanna feel like when we were young, when we didn't need photographs and nostalgia to bring us back home. Bring back rewind. Gotta believe. Bring me back rewind. Gotta believe. Sometimes I can't sleep. At times when I'm wide awake, I see the place we used to live. Stare into the sun, and I look for a familiar face. I'm blinded by the light, I'm lost. Could have sworn it was real, but with time started doubting myself. I play it on repeat, I would do anything just to turn back time. Memories are faded in the sun. I just wanna feel like when we were young, when we didn't need photographs and nostalgia to bring us back home. Bring me back rewind. Gotta believe. Bring me back rewind. Gotta believe.
Recovery mode for G2 in the middle portion of that first half, but a strong close to it for the Angels. They lead 9-6, but now they're on the trickier T side of Overpass.
See what they can do. And a util. Juliano taking an aggressive peek, not spotting a soul. That's because Angels are sitting all the way back. That means G2 are in a good position. It's kind of false info. Defensive Angels are going for this hit. It does look like it. That smoke's getting lined on up, but you kind of wanted to take contact out A just to keep some G2 players there, but now G2 are the ones getting curious.
Yeah. And this is good why they're playing so far back, but Kios is actually just going to tuck in here. Okay, this is now where it gets really dangerous because it looks like Angels are going to go for a contact hit in towards the B bomb site, and that's where Kios could potentially have found Margot, and she does.
Good kill. Comes on through. Smoke's on over. Flashes. Actually blinds all this. She makes her way through. Bomb spotted, and she's starting to clear things out. There's a bit of a boost going in through short. They're getting peppered by bullets. And Bob still has to go down, feeling a little uncomfortable. The smoke in heaven is going to allow that plant to come on through. Good trades through towards Graffiti. zAAz forced on back, but there's still a player advantage, but not for too long. uulis takes two. And now Krassi has to step on up again, but she can't connect. Kiosa, a 1 versus 3. How did it get here? Those are the players close and low, but Katherine up on high, strikes on through.
Yeah, good pistol round by Angels. And it seems to just be the trend, but the word is recovery again. Because G2, it looked like they were in the perfect spots to try and secure that B-bomb site hit, but the players just completely overwhelmed. That was fantastic from the Angels. I like the fact they took space out towards short and deep in towards CT. It's so common for players to kind of get a little bit caught up in the moment. Once they secure the bomb site, they just want to stay there. But no, the more space you take, the more difficult it is to retake.
At Cascading, I think this is going to confirm things, our suspicions on this AWPing situation.
Yeah.
Jump spot. Not spotting anything, but is giving scout cues over. This player tucked in. Oh, Juliano. Unfortunate. I think her little hat must have been sticking up behind the rock. Tiny portion of the noggin exposed, and that's enough for the T's to come a knockin'. A lot of patience from Angels here. Found the opener. Not pushing too hard here. Got uulis tucking on in towards B, just holding if the aggression for information comes out short, while the rest of the team slowly clear out A.
Double swing. And uulis does secure. Kiosa can hit all of this. And that will make Manka reposition over towards long. Is she going to swing? She shouldn't. Instead, she drops the bomb. That's fantastic. And another tag. Damage has been done. Now Kiosa can try and slide in. It is a 1 versus 4. It is dangerous. But again, that's the bomb dropped. And there's only 20 seconds.
5-7. She wishes she had a rifle right now. The bomb's collected. They're able to plant it for Bankside. And this gets extremely difficult now. 3 players to find. They have her locked on in. Katherine taking the fight with the Galil wins it on out, and so it's a great start on the T side for Angels. They now sit 11-6 up, and G2, they forced into that round, so they're now likely conceding 12.
Yeah, strong starts to both halves to the Angels. Really well done. You take a look at the quote-unquote bonus buy coming in after this eco for the Angels, and it looks really solid. They were definitely future-proofing. Lots of Galils, lots of AKs. Flashbang going to come in from Juliano. This one's quite a common setup, but take a look at uulis. She's not scared. She's out monster, and she's got so much info.
Walks on through, finds it on clear, and so they can avoid the connector stack.
That's a cool lineup for Heaven.
Yeah. I suppose Angels would know a lot of those.
True. I see what you did there.
Yeah, that one took you a second, but you got to appreciate it. Well, we can appreciate a moment of silence. As G2. We're just chilling at the moment. There's 5 of them here. They got USPs. They got a flashbang. Flash on through. Go for a retake. Here comes the flash. It's good. Katherine's full blind and recovers just in time to not do anything because it was actually Margot that got all those kills. So hey, a couple of USP frags. It's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Couple of kills keeps the economy somewhat honest. Now you have to reinvest. Katherine can't get an AWP, most notably, but her teammate can drop her one. Ayaka gives her that responsibility. And Manka, yes, wielding one of her own. This is such an important round. G2, OYA need to win it, in my opinion, just to stay alive in this map.
Well, got everything they need for it. Katherine AWP out on the T side. A scary prospect, what we've seen from her. Frag leading for the Angels. Anchor, a little bit of a quieter one so far here on Overpass. I don't recall how much MVP played it. Again, a map everyone's fairly comfortable with. This is a very slow start out the gate from Angels. They have no ground at all. They're only just grouping up to leave T-spawn now, after spreading out very slowly towards B early.
Yeah, this is really methodical. This is such a slow pace of Counter-Strike, and it's designed to make the defense not only feel uncomfortable, but make them more susceptible to mistakes. Because at some point, G2 might think they need to try and find info, or they've got the right read on the situation and then send rotations scrambling when they're not wanted. However, 35 seconds left. The bomb starts to walk back towards B. So it's going to be a little bit of a fake with utility, but Angels are going to work their way down connector, you would think.
Time now gets a little bit spooky scary for Angels. More fake utility thrown on out, but Kras is going to get the information. This is indeed a B hit. Smoke deployed by zAAz, held on until the final moment. And it's going to work wonders for them, but not if uulis just runs on through. Krasty there does take her down. Margot has to go for this plant, and if it's denied, the round is won. Doesn't matter what Katherine and Mio do here. There's just no time, and back to even going down after the clock finishes. A rough one for Angels, but a happy victory for G2.
Yeah, and that one just feels like Angels were the makers of their own undoing, because whilst you can do a slow round like that, you, again, weren't pushing pressure anywhere. And it kind of just brings me back to the same conversation that we were having in the first half, where you don't apply pressure in towards the map until really late on, the B players that were originally there can just hold on to their utility because they haven't been pressured early round.
Yeah, look at where this has left Angels. They're forced into this. All right, that's a good way to start things off. Katherine removes Manka, and that's... Oh, okay. Katherine's removed another. All right. Speed. The name of the game for this AWPA. 2 kills found very quickly, very early on. So weapons that can be recovered now for her teammates who just had deagles. Even zAAz, she's now a little bit wounded after an engagement outside Monster.
It's good fundamentals, at least. Juliano resets long, takes that space. You can now hear Katherine throwing all of this and should be able to catch her off as she walks down connector or just follow her. zAAz now getting really close to the smoke on the fade. This is unexpected.
Juliano will get that killing connector for sure. Oh, she's going to get 2 here. Absolutely. 100%. 2. Okay, there's the first. There's number 2. Now zAAz a little bit more alleviated, but such a low HP, it was always going to be hard. And there comes the swing through. Krasty now 1 versus 2, and they're committing onto the fight. And why not when Margot is hitting headshots like that, coming through clutch on that late short flank to get Angels back after losing that one to G2. And that might just be the final nail in the coffin. It looked for a moment like Juliano had found a way for them to find a pathway back into that round, but alas, not so.
Yeah, I think you take a look at the setup there, and as soon as Juliano starts to gain all the space out long and take control in towards connector, that's where zAAz should just move back and just tuck in towards the bomb site, because then that gives Juliano an opportunity to kind of gather back into the site. She knows it's a bit more clearer, but also if she falls, then zAAz can still be there waiting to deny.
Again, G2 pistols. The difficulty of the CT side economy, even though this map, as you mentioned quite a few times, is one of the most heavily sided CT, if not the most.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way if you can't hold on to weapons. They've got a bit of a flanky flank coming through. But it's just USPs. zAAZ has some armor. That's alright, I guess. She's over in B at the moment. And this flank is accounted for. uulis wins out the fight. Player has snuck on through. Juliano has managed to get 1 here, but it's a Mach 10. Ooh, good drive-by damage and a bit more as well. Krasty with the USP strikes on through. Surely not like this. No, just the pistols. Okay, crisis likely averted. Mankanal's the only one remaining. And it's being planted safe.
Has got an AK, but no armor and no kit. There you go. Oh, timing. That hurts to watch. That one really does. Angels, though, shining. 14 rounds. However, they have been here before.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah.
You can say that again.
They've been here before.
They've been here before.
They have.
They have. This is the place they've been on prior occasions.
Yeah.
This is the last round for G2, really.
Yeah, it is.
They have to win this. This is it. AWP out for Manka. Everyone else has the rifles. Got what you need. Just got to make it connect. A lot of control being taken out towards long early for G2. They've got Manka up on the flowers. We saw Katherine finding a lot of purchase there earlier. Then you got Kiosa playing in long bathrooms. The gap is in towards Banana at the moment.
Yeah, I've got Juliano rotating up at the very least to kind of delegate some resource there. That's why the flashbang was so high up and over. And also, by her dropping this utility, it kind of gives over a little bit of an illusion that there's nobody out long, which is why Kiosa and Manka can stay so far forward. 50 seconds left. And again, none of these players are taking contact until Manka strikes. And again, that's further selling a little bit of a bait. Kiosa is still here.
Yes, looking good for G2. Well-timed in Sentry, going to force them back. The issue is if they go back towards B and these players are caught off guard, you can see they've fallen to more passive positions. Krass is a little bit out in the open. Flashbang over the top, they are sneaking their way back towards B. Disaster struck when they went for a late B take last time. Oh, and look at that smoke. That's salt in the wound. They're going for it though. Hitting on through, out through Monster Pipe. Mio leading the charge, and there's good angles here from the G2 players. zAAz with 2. Bomb drops, round 1. Katherine and Ayaka, they're going to hold onto their guns if they can. And even that looking unlikely because zAAz and Krassy have their numbers.
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction for G2. That setup works perfectly. Good micro from Juliano to throw those flashes to kind of enable Manka and Kiosa just to stay where they were. But it needs to be on a more consistent basis, and time, well, it really is running out.
Pistols. Good opportunity for G2 to build up some bank, get themselves back into this round with a comfortable, clean, easy victory here. Right?
That's the hope.
Yeah. That's what they want to see at the end. 5 alive. No bomb plant. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, indeed. Kiosa, this is a great off angle. Personally, I wouldn't whip out now against the pistols. We're getting a gunny. I guess Manka can always take first contact here. It's gonna be a boost.
Oh, spotted. Oh, yeah, that's that off angle getting peppered. Good damage. Kiosa is super uncomfortable now. At least the rotation comes on through. Juliano just wide swings, strikes with the M4. Manka gets 2 quick kills with the AWP. And Mio, well, she comes on through and gets 1, so the flawless sheet is denied. Surely not an opportunity to get any more. Oh, if she had more bullets, quite possibly. Oh, what? How did she win that one out? Manka wide swings on through. Mio should never have had that kill. Now she's got herself an AWP. Half tempted just to throw it out of the map, but no, Juliana's going to wide swing on through. Grab herself that AWP. And in the end, Angels, at least they found a couple of frags though.
Yeah, I guess fortunately for G2, in that initial kill with the Tech 9, it was Kiosa that fell because she was very low HP to start with. That was a devastating shot on towards Manka. Still plenty of money. Investment continues to build for the CT side. Couple of Mac 10s for Angels, and this signifies pace. And well, that's because it is. Straight through monster flashbang. Krezzy fully blind, can't see a thing. Uulis locks one up.
Oh, zAAz, she's going to get caught out here. Yeah, Uulis had a great timing just running on through. Juliano wanting to recover this for the team, but she can't. Mio struck, and it's Disaster doing just so to G2. An AWP and an M4 in the retake. Yes, they got a good flank coming on through, but it relied on the pieces on site finding purchase. Oh, what a brutal way to concede map point here on Overpass. A B rush, a flash thrown straight out in front. Catches zAAz completely blind. Deary, deary me.
Yeah, that one really hurts. All it takes sometimes, though, is a really simple round to kind of break the streak, put you back on track. Angels hit map point. They have 6 of them.
That one felt like it could have been a lock-in for G2. It's dead now, Angels. Everything they need. All that money gets even trickier. Bit of early contact in connector, but everybody falls off. No one wanting to give up the early frag here. Oulis has good positioning towards short. In fact, it's going to be a retooken. And, wow, okay. Manker and Krasi actually find a kill apiece. One was in towards short and one was out towards long. So it's the advantage for G2.
Yeah, they wrapped all the way through Monster, which is a little bit unorthodox, but it did work out. Now Angels reset. Look to walk in towards the Divider. Katherine leading with the AWP, but Manker's holding such a tight angle by sign.
A single scoper here in case someone comes up close, but she spends a bit of time throwing up that flash and now advancing on the angle. She's given it up and Katherine snuck on through in those couple of seconds that she looked to enable her teammate. And in fact, with that flash thrown, you start to suspect that maybe there is another player out here towards long. Why else would she be throwing that one so deep? So off that, Angels really making their way down towards B. Krasi is here. And so is Juliano. 2 massive kills. Looking for a third, and indeed she finds it. Keeping G2 in this map.
And of course, it's Juliano. Experience on her shoulders. And again, she's coming up with very impactful rounds. Did so on Anubis. Now is doing so again on Overpass. Krasi, again, having an outstanding game for G2. Top of the sheets. It's just the rest of the team that are lagging a little bit behind, and everyone needs to be on the same page. Everyone needs to be contributing. This is the time where you need to dig deep.
Boost coming through. These are always fun. Oh, I felt like that was, yeah, okay. Little, okay, do you want to commit to it now? I feel like you've lost the moment. Oh, maybe not. All right. Completely wrong. Sorry, Katherine, for ever doubting your decision to go for the reassembly of the boost.
It's a lot of information, though. Look at the ground that's being taken by G2. Orpa. Oh, not finding Katherine. She's just so fast. And now that's the advantage still with Angels. Kiosa not swinging. 3 more kills. That's all the T side need to send this to a decider.
Good positions from G2 here, but of course it's Katherine. Juliano wanted to take the initiative. And it's the AWP of Katherine that strikes. Kiosa now gets an opportunity to maybe find her and avenge her teammates. Who knows? Somehow Katherine will win this one too. No. Kiosa finds the frag. zAAz on the site. Has to come up big here. Tucked on in short, and well, now it's all onto zAAz. Gets the dink on through, but that is gonna be it. Angels take Overpass, forcing us to a third.
Yeah, and congrats to Angels, because they did deserve it. Went up so high, came down so low, but in the end of the roller coaster of Overpass, they come out on top. And we'll see that.